Hi, everyone. It's Michelle and my special guest, Christy. Happy New
Hello.
Year. I
Happy New Year.
love you in the pink and the Chanel pearls. It's
Thank you. I was feeling
awesome.
myself today. Even though I was off, I thought I'd get my act together.
Better than me. I'm still not made up yet. So I'm going to let Christy take the reins here because we are going to talk about the things you shouldn't buy. And since she is not even a year out of Vuitton, she can remember the products more than me.
Yep.
And while you do that, I'm gonna do my makeup as we talk. I'm starting a new platform where I'm teaching makeup, which is what I do in person, and it's what I did online 10 years ago. So you guys just get to watch the show.
Awesome. Yeah, I left Vuitton in March of 2025. So it'll be a year in
Almost a year.
March that I've been gone from Vuitton. So
Mhm.
I still have reminisce of you know, going there. And I also went there last weekend to visit one of my good friends and one of my managers that I still really like. So, and I saw some of the new pieces, talked about it, asked about it. They were busy, so I left. But yes, this is a
Remind
new
me,
year. Huh?
remind me, how many years did you work there?
4.
Oh gosh, wow.
Yeah.
I felt like it was 2, so I've known you for 4 years,
Mhm.
right? And I think I left there in 2019, right before the pandemic.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah. So it's been a
I
while for me.
I was hired to open a new store, and so that's how I think I got the job because they needed new employees. Because I had tried to get into Vuitton before, and because I lucked out because it was a new team, a new squad. They needed a lot of new people for the roles.
But you also have a lot of experience in high-end fashion.
I do.
So
I actually opened the Barney's in Dallas when it was here back in the day in 2006. I worked for Neiman's, Barney's. I worked for Nordstrom, worked for Vuitton, Ted Baker back in the day.
I
I've
miss
done
Barney's.
Oh my god, Barney's was everything. I missed it. I was glad that I was a part of that because Barney's is no longer, so the
Mhm.
fact that I was a part of Barney's when it was here in Dallas, because it was here 2 times. It was here one time and closed, they reopened it, and then it closed again because, Barney's just, closed in general, but I miss Barney's.
Yes.
But today we're here to talk about the topic of things, in the 2026 year you guys should maybe not buy at Louis Vuitton.
Yes, and I think maybe in general, because even though I'm not as close to it as you are, but there were things in the store, like, in general, you don't have to spend luxury money,
Mhm.
and it's not necessarily the bags either, but
Right.
people get fooled of like, "Okay, I wanna buy something, so let's buy a pendant or a sneaker," but we'll go into that. So what's the first on your list? Or would
Okay.
it be a bag? Like, do you wanna do 1 bag and then move on to a different category?
There's not really a bag per se, I would say don't buy. But my hot tip for people shopping when they're shopping for Louis Vuitton, because I had this happen a lot. People will go and buy bags just because they're on trend, or they're the hottest trend,
Yes.
or the hottest collection, or they're so new. And they find themselves, they people have come up to me like, Christy, I've had this bag for a year, or I've had this bag maybe even but it's past the 30-day return
Mhm,
exchange policy.
mhm.
I've had this bag for a set amount of time, but it's
Didn't
always
use it.
past the time that you can return or exchange it. I've had this bag for a while, but can you guys do anything for me? Is there anything? It's like, no. And the
No.
girl will be like, well, I bought this bag thinking I would love it. There was so much hype around it. The person really sold me on it. And I just found myself never grabbing it.
Can you give an example of one of those bags?
It's different for everyone.
Like,
So
would it
some people
be Murakami? Would be like, for
it
me,
could
I
be
think it
a
would be fine.
Murakami piece, it could be so for those who don't know, Louis Vuitton releases 2 new drops for men and women every month, and they have something called Product Lifeline.
Every month.
So yeah,
Whoa, that's
so
a lot. That's a lot
it's a
more than
lot.
when I worked there.
It's a lot of drops. So
Mhm.
2 men's drops and 2 women's drops every month. So, like, there would be, like, Milky Way collection. Every summer, they do a By the Pool collection, which is a summer collection for them. They'll do a drop for this, a drop for that, but trust and believe there will be 4 new drops, 2 for men, 2 for women every month.
Mhm.
So that means that in Louis Vuitton terms, we had a phone called Icon, and we were if you were my client, I would have to like every month message you, oh, there's a new collection, there's a new collection. That's why you guys get like hella um bombarded by the salespeople because like we are asked to like it is a non-negotiable. We have to message you every month if you are on our list
Yep, and they would
about
watch, they
all
would
the new
count that.
drops, about everything. So
So
like
what was
we're
one of
like,
the
okay,
bags that, like, somebody tried to, like, "Okay, I bought it, and then I didn't use it."
it would just have to be anything that was new drop, like Milky Way or just that collection or just I can't think of one certain bag that people would be like, "Oh, this." Just because everyone has a different preference.
Would it be
But
something, like, generally, like, with a print or, like,
it
some
would
kind of
have to be
color?
nothing that was classic. So anything that
Mhm.
was on print or monogram or damier, typically people kept because those are iconic prints. I
Yeah.
would say the trendy prints that came out monthly that were classic, that were just limited edition drops. People would think like, "Oh, hey, I really like this
Mhm.
and I'm gonna get it because somebody apparently talked them into it." At the end of the day, client would be like, "Oh, yeah, no, I never see myself grabbing for this bag." And so you don't want to buy a bag because people would ask me when I worked there, "Hey, what's on trend right now? What is the hottest selling thing
Yeah.
right now?" And I'd be like, "Don't buy what's on trend. Buy what is your personal style because your personal style is something that will never go to style and you can always see yourself grabbing for in the closet. If you can't imagine yourself grabbing for this bag all the time, then you don't need it." And like I would tell people that, like, don't buy a bag that you'll never grab.
I think one of the trend items when I was there was the
Mhm.
petite
The
soufflé
pet-
boîte, the hat,
yes.
so remember there's the hat box, the
Oh yeah,
hard
the boy
one?
chapeau.
Yes, that's what it's called. So the hard one,
Boy chapeau. Yeah.
and then there was a soft one,
Mm-hmm. The
and
boy chapeau
soufflé.
souple. Souple, yeah.
So that one came back a lot,
Mm-hmm.
and actually now I don't see anyone carrying that boîte chapeau anymore.
Because,
Hard.
yeah, it is reminiscent of a hat box,
Mhm.
but also it's hard in a circular bag to carry your stuff
Yes,
in. Let's
it's a
just
pain in the
be
butt
honest.
bag. And
Mhm.
I had several clients buy the soft version thinking they would like it and just didn't. And honestly, like, I don't even like the way that bag looks.
It's different. I'm not keen to that bag, but I also am also like, I don't understand the bum bag trend. Like, that's another thing and I know we've talked about this before because to me, if you like those bum bags, go to Lululemon. Hell, I went to Lululemon a week ago. There's a
Mhm.
ton on sale for like $20. If you want that crossbody 90s look, good
Mhm.
for you. But don't go and spend $2,000 on some bag that is is a flash in the pan and is a trend and that you could not really see yourself like a bum bag, are you gonna wear that with a nice going out dress to dinner? No, that's a running errands bag during the day with like very casual stuff. That's not a go out to dinner at night bag. That's a soccer mom
Yeah.
daily bag. And why would you want to spend $2,000 on something that doesn't stand the test of time? That blows my mind. Still blows my mind. I still am not pro that bag. So I'm
Also
sorry.
the Palm Springs Mini. I
Mm,
know it's super popular, but it's a very impractical bag. Now,
that
we're
bag
also
had issues.
speaking right? You can't even fit a water bottle in there.
Well, no,
Um,
it just always the zipper broke. I did
oh, the
so many
zipper.
repairs to that bag.
Also, like, just to note to my audience, Christy and I are talking on the perspective of, like, if you're just going to buy one bag that's gonna last, which is what, like, shopping used to be. So, but now people have this skewed perception because of social media that I have to have one bag per month. I mean, I remember just a couple years ago, people were making, "This is my luxury wish list." And now that's kind of unrealistic for most people. So I know that because I know there's people in the audience going, say, "I buy whatever I want. I can't believe they're telling me what to do." But every day in person was not the internet. We would get people like, okay, I'm I mean, for example, I got this lady came in. She was probably in her 50s or 60s, and she was saying, um, her husband passed away and he had always wanted her to buy her a Louis. She just never like really wanted one. So here she is. She's like, okay, now I get one. And, but it was this situation where it was like, she wasn't buying for trend. She was like, I'm going to buy the bag and it's going to be the bag that she's going to enjoy and keep. So that's the perspective that Christy and I are coming from on here.
Mhm.
Whereas if you're watching on social media, most likely, I mean, it has become out of proportion where they're like, I need this bag, and I need a by the pool, and I need a winter, and I need a ski. So
Right.
when you're, yeah, so that's so
You
Christy's advice is coming from that place of
you
like,
Right, you
this
don't
you
need
don't
a
need.
bag from every drop that Louis
Yeah.
Vuitton does every month because you feel obligated to get it. Because some people, at the end of the day, if you can't afford it, then don't buy it. Or if it's not something that is something that you're on the fence about, don't buy
Hmm.
it. Buy things that fit your personal style and are on trend. Like the Vernis Alma GM,
Hmm.
I've had that bag for 12, 13 years, something like that. And guess what? I wear it every year because I knew that that bag would be something I would wear till the end of time.
Hmm.
And is that bag trendy? I don't know and I don't care. But guess
Yeah,
what? That
exactly.
bag is my winter bag. I have a Bedford from Louis Vuitton. It's a pat. I love anything pat leather. I love anything shiny, anything girly, anything pink, anything sparkly. And that will never change. That's who I am. I like fun stuff. So give it to me. I don't like things that are always things that are I like classic, but I also like classic with a twist.
Yes,
So
yes. And I think that fits your style.
right.
Um, and from our experience in the store is that people wanted to know from us what was popular rather than asking from the perspective of what's going to fit my style and my
Mhm.
lifestyle. So, and they're actually also looking for validation is that are my friends going to approve of my choice of bag? Right? And we'd see a
And
lot of that
that
before.
drove
They'd
me
come back.
right. That drove
My
me
sister didn't like this bag. My mom didn't like this bag.
if
My
was
wish
your
is just
sister
for
and
your
your
mom.
mom gonna be
Did they
wearing
take
that
it away?
bag? No. No. Buy
Yeah.
what you like. Buy what you like, not what everyone else likes. Buy what you like because what you like every Louis Vuitton bag I've had for a very long time, and I will carry it, and Michelle and I are not saying we don't like Louis Vuitton. I think people are so misunderstanding and misconstrued. They think that we're bitter. They think that we're upset, that our lives are miserable, and they are praying for
We're so
us.
miserable.
We're not miserable. If you guys have never worked in an environment like pressure cooker sales, like Louis Vuitton, and then
Mhm.
after you get your commission check, all the work you've put into it doesn't feel like what you get on your check. And it's with any job. If you're working a job and you feel like you're doing a lot and that you get your paycheck and it doesn't match, then you're probably going to be mad too.
Yeah,
This just
and it
happens, people are just being on Louis Vuitton's side, but, like, that's fine. I mean, you
and
can be,
right,
but we're
we're
just
here
here to preach it.
we're here to tell you the truth. Um, so one bag I would actually say is not worth buying, and which is unfortunate because I really did like this bag. I think it's beautifully crafted. The Mahina, only
Oh,
because when I see that bag on resale, the resale value is so low. It's
plummets.
a tenth of like, so say, like, I actually had this client, she was telling me about her $4,000 Mahina. She
Oh, yeah.
was a multimillionaire. She had a lot of money. And she was unfortunately, she was kind of scammed by the Real to selling it for them, and they sent her a
I've
check that
heard
was less
this.
than $400 for
Mhm.
that Mahina bag. It's a beautiful leather. It is underrated. So, I take that back. Let me rephrase. If you like the bag, you can afford it, buy it. Unfortunately, we do know, like, in this atmosphere, people wanna look at the resale value, and the high-end bags like the Mahina and the Capucines, the City Steamer, they are on resale for nothing.
That
So
and epi. And
yeah,
any leather. Resale is so crazy because I did a slight,
right?
let's just say,
A
worked
stint.
in the resale market for about 4 or 5 months. So I can here to tell you the best bags on resale for Louis Vuitton are the canvas bags.
Monogram, mhm.
Canvas bags are cheaper to buy but higher to resell. If you have a speedy 20 or 25 and you want to resell that shit, you better go write yourself up to the resale store because they are willing to buy. Capucines, city steamers, exotics, anything that's high ticket at Louis Vuitton will not hold its value in the resale market. I am sorry. So if you're just buying things for investments at Louis Vuitton, please just know the things that your sales essays are like pushing on you don't have value. I'm sorry.
Yeah, and, you know, I find the people who have those pieces, they're super rich. They
Mhm.
know it's not going to, like it's not an investment.
Mm.
But, yeah, they are disappointed when they sell try to sell them. "Okay, I don't need this bag."
Very disappointed.
Yeah.
Very,
I mean,
very.
which in the first place, you should never look at your bags for an investment. That's another internet lie that someone made up to make you feel good about spending on a bag. But those are a couple of the bags I would say are not worth buying. And then I have my mixed feelings about canvas because I just never really loved a canvas bag. But I can see how if you want the piece for the brand, how like I'm just gonna say, okay, buy a Speedy. It's the classic. It's the bag that's not going to disappoint you out of
I'm
like all the bags.
pro epi, pro vernis. Like
Mhm.
those are my
Yes.
jam.
Oh, the Verni as well. Yes. Um, okay, so like what other categories would you not buy from? Absolutely not worth
So
it.
So, as someone who used to work for Louis Vuitton, I don't think people should buy the fine jewelry. The
The
fine jewelry
costume or
is
the fine jewelry, I'm gonna add in either jewelry.
costume or fine.
Yeah.
Costume or vice. The costume jewelry is dang near highway robbery. Like some of
Mhm.
those necklaces are like $800 and they're just rhodium gold coloring necklaces. And
No
there's no
silver, no
people
gold.
this I would tell people just go to David Yurman or Tiffany.
Yeah.
Like, they just look at me like, "What?" I'm like, "You're
Yep.
literally gonna be spending the same price, and you'll at least get something of quality."
At least get
So,
a little silver, self
yeah,
sterling
I know
silver.
I right now am sinking my own ship because this right here, guys, is costume jewelry. This is actual Chanel, but this was a gift from somebody, which is the only reason I have this. I think it is criminal to buy, like, this necklace. I don't even know how much it's worth.
Mm.
More than it should be, and I've had it
Mhm.
restrung, and one of these, pearls has fallen out. And I've taken it to the Chanel store, and they actually do have a warranty on their um, I will say Chanel costume jewelry is way better
Oh,
than Louis
right.
Vuitton. So
Yes, yes.
Chanel actually does have a warranty on their costume jewelry. They restrung this and they put a pearl in it, and I barely wear it because I know how fragile this glass blown pearl necklace is, whatever it is. It's not it's pretty, it's cute, it was a gift. I'm here for it.
It's
I
gorgeous.
think thank you.
And if it's
But
glass blown, that's like worth I know it's overpriced, but it's more worth it than I don't know if they still do glass blown, but I mean, just
at
speaking from
least it
experience,
has a little
anything at
more.
Louis
Yeah.
is yeah, is a step above Claire's. Maybe not, I
Well,
mean, maybe not that low, but would be like
exactly.
something you can find at Nordstrom.
And like Louis Vuitton, their fashion jewelry and their fine jewelry. Their fine jewelry, so like if somebody came in and they wanted to buy a fashion jewelry piece, so we'd always be,
Mhm.
oh, do you know we have fine jewelry? So like a lot of it, so one of them was called the Ideal Blossom necklace, and they had a
Oh, yes.
necklace
You sent it to me,
and
let's pull it up.
a bracelet. Yeah. Let's get that lady on the screen. She needs some screen time. And I forget how much she was. I want to say 2,500.
Okay, let's see. 2490 for that. Oh, okay. So, but this is the fine jewelry, which is
Yes.
yellow
This is
gold and
18 karat
diamond.
gold. And if you look at the description, I think it says gold and a diamond. Yeah.
Hmm.
So with 2,500 basically. So this is 18 karat yellow gold. A lot of high-end designers will use 18 karat gold because it's a more pure form. If you guys know, if you do not know, 18 karat gold is 24 karat gold is the purest gold. So that
Hmm.
means 18 karat gold is 18 parts gold and 6 parts alloyed, which means there's not a lot of filler in there. And the diamond that's on the side of the LV is going to be a tenth of a carat. So that
Point
means
oh 3, 0.03 carats.
10.03. Oh, that's even worse.
I mean,
Point
it's
oh
like a
three.
size of a lint.
So that means it's just a shaving of a diamond.
Yes.
That
It's
just
like the
means
diamond
like
sneezed and that came off.
it's not even a whole piece, and there's nothing certified, nothing special. It is a very teeny small thing that they put like a bezel around. So they are selling this. If you went to a jewelry store, you
Hmm.
could get a diamond pendant necklace for less than this that was actually had a bigger carat weight diamond actually. But because this is Louis Vuitton, you're spending dang near $2,500 on a diamond shaving and an 18 karat gold necklace. Now, I will say gold is $4,600 an ounce, so you're paying for the gold and the diamond shaving is Sad Sally. So Louis Vuitton is just selling you a name. They are not the place to go to buy fine jewelry. Their
Have you sold
jewelry
any of these?
I have, and a lot of people come back and they have issues with them because Louis Vuitton is not the like Louis LVMH owns Tiffany, they own Bulgari. I'm saying if you want to buy jewelry, go to Tiffany, to go to Bulgari. Fine, cool. Just don't go to Louis Vuitton to buy jewelry because they don't
They're
know.
not jewelry makers.
They're not. They're not. That's not their
Yeah.
niche. That's not their niche, but they are going to push it on you. Don't buy the costume jewelry. Don't buy the fine jewelry. Don't get it because there are people out there. Like, I feel like if you're going to buy costume jewelry, Chanel and Dior have really beautiful like costume jewelry. Louis Vuitton, not so much.
No, and like you said, there's no jewelers, there's no jewelry department. It's
Mm-mm.
literally just like a counter in a Louis Vuitton store, and it's kind of like, okay, here you go.
Like,
Don't,
yeah,
don't expect any aftercare, after service. I don't know. I'm actually quite shocked that this is 2490. I would look at it and guess that it was 1850 because in my head it was probably 1850 at some point, maybe a few years ago when it came
it
out.
was less a long time ago. The price of gold has gone up, which is probably why this is more.
Remember selling the Blossom one and it was around 23 because it was the same price as like the more expensive canvas bags at the time. Everything was like 23 or 24.
Right.
Okay, so yeah, no to jewelry, and especially the
Right.
costume jewelry. You're not getting a lick of anything good in there. It's
Right.
almost the same material. I mean, I think it is the same material that they're using for like the bag charms and the keychains.
And there is no, so like if you go in and you have to do a repair on it, they won't repair it.
I want to show your next photo, which was the shoes.
Oh my
Oh my
gosh.
God, please don't.
I would say, first of all, these sneakers to me, I would say this. These sneakers look so trendy and they are like what? 1120. Okay.
Yeah, 1120. They're
For a
hideous.
Mary Jane sneaker that looks, and I guarantee you, I said this, guarantee you people are eating this thing up. And they're like, oh my God, this is the best thing ever. But like Adidas and Puma and maybe some other designer makes the exact same thing for like way less. And if you're
Way
gonna
less.
buy
So
something trendy and fug like this, at least spend less money. That's all I'm saying.
I actually used to be in the sneaker industry and I would create sneakers like this, and they're very flimsy. I understand the sneaker arena trend is in right now, but it doesn't take that much to make cost-wise. And Zara has a cute sneaker arena, way cuter than this, for like 40 bucks.
If you're gonna buy a
So,
trend, spend 40 bucks, not 1,100. Because what happens, like, in 6 months when this trend dies and you're
mhm.
stuck with a almost $1,200 shoe? You're gonna be like, what was I doing with my life?"
So let's see. Just okay, let's say I'm gonna estimate, even if they use the highest, softest leather, is it even leather? I'll have to look. So, like, look, there's not that much material in there, and then there's canvas on the LV. They could have even done the logo better because that doesn't look that pretty. Ultra soft Napa leather. Okay, so there is some leather. I don't know if that's this part because the white part might actually be synthetic because I see that little that that right. Okay, that plastic part there.
Mhm.
Anyways, so just looking at the shoe, how much there's no support,
Right.
can't be
Nothing.
more than 20 bucks to make. And then this has
Yeah.
this very flimsy, it's almost like a house slipper. So it's not like you can go wear this on your next vacation to Greece and walk for 10 miles.
They're gonna sell that on the employee website literally for $100, but everybody's gonna go and buy it for, like, 1,200 and be like, "Oh my gosh." And then this is the thing, if you're gonna buy a sneaker, just buy from brands that sell sneakers. Like, don't
Yes.
get, like, a designer sneaker that's,
Mhm.
like, $1,200 that you're gonna, like, regret because you're trying to fulfill some void in your heart because of whatever. Like, who cares? Like, this is ugly. Like, do better.
Yes,
If
and
you're
you're
gonna
right,
buy an
this
ugly sneaker, just go buy from Adidas or Puma. If you spend $100, you're not gonna be kicking yourself in the butt.
or Zara, they actually have cute
Yeah.
sneakers. They are actually from a sneaker factory. Also, I think so you're right, it fills a void. They're also, like, not very comfortable, and my whole thing about high-end products like this, it's like, just imagine you're shelling out, what is it, 1,200, so 12 $100 bills,
Mhm.
and you're just putting that between your feet and the ground, and you're stepping on stuff. That's literally how I envision it if you're spending that much for something like this that's gonna touch the floor. So
That's
for
frustrating.
high-end stuff, like, I would rather see people, I mean, I would say I'd rather even see them spend it on jewelry because that way they're not dragging their earrings or necklaces on the ground. Like, this shoe literally
Yeah.
touches the ground.
You could buy a cute little solitaire earring for 1,200. Like,
Yes, and someone was asking me, oh, it was about sunglasses. There was a question in the comments about sunglasses, which is, I'm going to make the same analogy with the shoe, is that even though it's a Louis Vuitton, it wears the exact same way that your Nike sneakers would.
mhm.
Because people think, oh, it's Vuitton, it must have some magic kind of force field around it that prevents the leather from creasing, that prevents any cracking or scratches. And nope, they wear exactly the same as if you just go to ASICS and buy the most comfortable sneaker. You're in this one, especially this one, Christy. You're getting like,
This
I'm
one
glad,
is awful. This
bare
one is just god
basics,
awful.
no
This one
arch
is just
support.
awful.
So you're not getting a
No,
magic mushroom out of this shoe. I mean,
you
that's cute the way they
definitely
did the
are
little
not.
flower at the bottom. But it's not going to do, it's if you have plantar fasciitis, it's not going to heal your feet. If you have bunions, it's not going to heal your feet. It's just not. These products, bags, jewelry, sunglasses, shoes, they all wear exactly the same as if you wear your sneakers from Nordstrom Rack. They're on your feet. Same with the sunglasses. You put them up and on your head. They don't have any special force field around them. Nor
Yeah,
is it made with anything much different. It's a shoe. Yeah. But I'm glad you showed me this. It's do I seem
interesting.
bitter? I'm ripping on this product. But in
So
my
awful.
opinion, my experience, I'm not spending money on this little flimsy shoe that costs 11.20 to make.
The worst thing is the last item I sent you, and I think that's what we're gonna send people off with.
Yeah, let's see. Where is it? The last item. Oh, the Timber Horizon watch?
Yes.
Oh my god, it's already giving me an eyesore. Um,
Not the eyesore. Not the eyesore. I
so
mean,
they
I don't know if
created
we're
the
gonna use
Timber
black.
Horizon when I was working there because they wanted to be the next big thing. Like, because they own watch brands, wanted to bring that to Louis. So it's supposed to be this really like exciting watch. Wait, hold on. I need water, so you
Don't
take
die.
over. Okay, so sorry. What this is, I mean, I wonder if they have a video because it is like pretty cool when it's animated, but this is pretty much your
It
Apple
says
Watch on
notify
steroids.
me, so I don't know.
Um, I recall because there aren't that many.
There aren't. Well, there's
No,
3 generations of them.
and they didn't expect a lot of people to buy it, I don't think. They really thought this was for the watch collector, like the watch collector that would go to Patek Philippe or what are the other brands? Someone's gonna crucify me
I
about this
think
because I don't know. I'm
this was
tired of
supposed to
names.
be like an elevated Apple Watch because it's a smartwatch.
Yes, so it is a fancy Apple Watch, but I remember they wanted because they have watch brands.
They own
They wanted the
Tag.
watch collector to want this, like
Yeah.
like the brand I think the brand's IWC, Patek Philippe. I'm just
Tag
thinking of
and
what's in that little area. Rolex,
is it Tag and Hublot is
Bulgari.
what LVMH owns.
What is it?
Tag and Hublot?
Okay. Oh, yes, Tightware.
Mhm.
Um, yeah, now it's coming back to me. They did want us to reach out to the people who had fancy watches and honestly, they look at this like it's kind of cartoony compared to the gear and the mechanisms you would find in a
Mhm.
high-end watch. And I don't mean to like insult that or anything. I don't really know that world, but you're right. It's like a glorified Apple Watch.
It is. So this watch, I forget when it came out, but like they have had 3 generations of it. And I
Yeah, I
will
think it was
say,
2019 when I was there.
mm, it has had issues. Did it have issues when you
What are
worked
the
there?
issues?
Because
Tell us.
so it just stops working. The battery life is very like short. Again, Louis Vuitton is not, they are newer in the timepiece business.
Hmm.
So people kind of hesitate of spending like almost 4K just on the face. That doesn't include the band. Um, it just doesn't hold. It like dies really quickly. And it's just people don't think of Louis Vuitton when they think of a smartwatch. And it does work. It does work with Apple and Android. So it's dual that. But again, it's very expensive and you get the same like the things that Apple provides you for a smartwatch, you get the same things with Louis Vuitton. There's nothing special about it except for you can put
Oh.
a different like background of like a little Vivian on the background of your phone or your watch. It's just a designer Apple watch. Like let's just let's just call it like we see it. There and
And
it had
that's
so many
kind of
issues.
funny.
And it lit up.
Yes, it lit up. It like maybe like did a little light show like at Disneyland, right? Like it did.
Mhm.
I'm just looking here because I don't remember because I didn't sell any of these. I remember there was an employee who got one off of the employee
That
store.
yeah.
It says boarding opens in 8 days, so apparently it tells you when you need to board an airplane. That's
Mhm.
essential, right?
I
Oh
mean,
yeah, it just
you
says
can
here
put that in your
travel
Apple Wallet and you will be just
function.
fine.
Yes, that's what your Apple phone is for. So I'd be curious, just if anyone's watching this and has this watch, I would like to know what all it does. But, as with anything Vuitton, it's a flex. I got a Louis Vuitton light up connected watch. Even the name Tambour Horizon light up connected watch. I mean, it sounds like it's for an 8-year-old.
Mhm.
And then these also you had to buy the band separately, right?
Yes,
Yeah, because here's just the face. And then here you buy your band for your band was probably $1,000 or something ridiculous.
something.
Did you ever sell any watches?
I did. I sold like 3 or 4 of these, but they always had issues. One of them I sold because somebody came in on an appointment that I had taken, and we didn't even have them there, but, like, they ordered it and it came to the store and they ended up really liking it, but I didn't
Mhm.
see, like, obviously I couldn't say anything, but I was like, "This is just an Apple Watch on crack, nothing special."
Yeah. I mean, I've been looking at it like, I can't even picture myself wearing it or who would wear this, you know? Like,
Mm,
but I don't know. I'm not even an Apple Watch person. So,
right.
yeah. So it's just not for me. Like, I'm a bracelet watch person, but I would have a hard time with this. And I do remember one of my high-end clients trying to talk about this watch. It was like it was almost like a joke. Look at your beautiful watch on your wrist, and oh, would you like this? Didn't fly.
It's
Eh,
it to me, it's something also, and I guess it sounds like ridiculous or traumatic. Louis Vuitton, there were certain métiers or categories they would push on us, and
mhm.
watches and fine jewelry and capucines were amongst those. Neither of
Yeah.
which I felt like held value, but it was constantly something that they would push down our throat, because they were, I guess, I don't know, they were higher end categories and we were supposed to sell them, but none of them I felt like held value. And at my store, like, we didn't carry watches or fine jewelry. We did carry
Oh, yeah.
capucines. So
Mhm.
having a client buy something that they didn't have tangible to them was a feat.
A big deal. Mhm.
Right.
And I part of this initiative was to create a lifestyle brand because, okay, let's face it, it's they call themselves a travel brand, but they're known for handbags, where someplace like Hermes, for example, you can't walk in and get a bag. So they create the whole program where you have to buy your plates and shoes and your scarves and your auxiliary things to create a Hermes lifestyle before you can get even the invitation to buy a bag. I feel to broaden the category. Obviously, if they can get you to buy bags at Vuitton, we can get them to buy other things. Because
Hmm.
at the time I was there, they were really pushing and introducing the things like, um, the little flowers that just sit on your desk that are like I don't know if you still have them, made of canvas. They're just,
Oh, I know what you're talking
um,
about.
home what did they I forget what they called it. It was the home products, like
Oh,
a
I
little
know.
vase.
It
Yeah,
was like it was
just
called, like, the
things that you
travel,
would
it
just
was like, oh my god, I can't believe forgot about that, but I know what you're talking about. It was
yeah,
like
but
there
you know
was,
what
like,
I'm
a
talking
name of
about, just
people,
the
like,
things you would put on your
no, yes,
living room table.
those little flowers that counted as high end that you put in a vase. Yes, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Yeah, so they were doing this push into, like, push people into other categories, so your
Mhm.
whole house will look like Louis Vuitton.
Crazy. Yeah. I just think that when you're going to Louis Vuitton and you are, especially if you're in a global store, which just means they carry, like, everything, like timepieces, fine jewelry, home, um, like, all the categories, ready to wear. It's
Mhm.
you're gonna feel pressure cooked, but just know when you go in, make smart choices. Don't buy things that feel like you won't gravitate towards. Don't let anyone pressure you into getting something, and do your research. Like, some of these things that they're pushing on you just because of their Louis Vuitton doesn't mean it's high quality and doesn't mean that you're actually going to wear it. It doesn't mean anything. So just make sure you're making the best decision when you pull out your wallet.
Yeah, 'cause I it's that high. It's exciting when you can buy something and then you're like, "Okay, what's next?" And that is part of it. It's like, "Okay, what can I put next on your wish list?" If we were still client advisors, that's how we would be feeding these products onto you. But like Christy said, this is not this glorified Apple Watch, and by the way, it's not by Apple. If anyone's asking that, they do not have a
No.
partnership with Apple. This
And Louis
glorified
Vuitton does not sell Apple Watch bands. People always would
Yes,
ask.
you can get that third party by people who cut up
Etsy.
bags and make them.
Mhm. That's
So,
true.
it's the prices upsell of the shoes, the watch, the jewelry, it's literally for the name, the flex of having that Louis Vuitton logo. Please understand that that is not us hating the brand. That is not us hating your choices, your lifestyle. It's just, it is what it is. Like we've touched these things, we know these things inside and out to know that this watch I mean, I would love to make it like have some give me wings and fly, or have it like not scratch at all, but it's a watch, or the jewelry or the shoes. None of that, like that price you pay on it doesn't mean anything. It actually doesn't make it any different than anything you would get that didn't have the Louis Vuitton logo and the orange box.
Mhm.
So, yeah. So, in the grand scheme of things, okay, well, stick to the bags if you are going to spend your money.
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay, I've got to go.
All right. Well, that's
All
it.
right. Thank you, Christy.
You're
Um,
welcome.
Thank you for being a good sport. And last thing before I go, I've asked that my community be respectful. I did notice a couple of, I don't know, just some weird comments. We don't need to bully me or
No.
Christy. I mean, like, I know we've talked about it. Like, we're used to it. It rolls off. But if you start bullying other people in the comments, like, you guys, it's really just handbags. It's not that serious.
And it's a personal opinion from two people who used to work there. We don't hate our
Used
lives.
to.
We don't hate the brand. We are just giving you feedback based on things that they're not going to tell you when they're getting paid from Louis Vuitton at the store. We are giving you advice. Take it or leave it. It's not that deep.
Yeah, exactly. It's like we're honestly here to just
We're
like
preaching.
say we like this, we don't. We have over 20 years of fashion experience.
Hmm.
And like we've seen good, we've seen bad. So there you go.
Hmm. All right.
But we have like so many good comments too. So we appreciate you guys being here and enjoying our little talks.
Yes.
So we'll keep doing it.
Bye,
Bye.
guys. Bye.